Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button because we are all about simplifying web development and make it fun. Today we are diving into something that every developer has encountered at least once, the infamous 404 page not found error. But here is a twist. We are going to explore new Next.js make handling 404 pages not only seamless but also customizable and user friendly. So whether you are building a portfolio site or e-commerce platform or just experimenting with Next.js, this video is show you exactly how to create and install your own not found page. Plus, I will share some tips and tricks to make it stand out or to you so your user don't feel lost when they hit the dead end. So let's move on to here. You can see that we have running the project which we building in this tutorial last videos. So now if you ever clicked on a broken link or misspelled a URL, like suppose we have the local 3000 over here and I'm typing plus dashboard. So as we already don't have any page edit in our application, so it will redirect it to the 404 page not found error. So you probably seen one of the generic 404 page not found. While functions, they are often boring or what's frustrating for your user. But with the Next.js, we will take full control of the experience by leveraging its full built-in features. We can design our 404 page that align with our brand, guide, user back on track, and even add a touch of personality to your app. Let's move on to and let's know how let's create a new 404. So as you can see, so let's move on to the Visual Studio Code to create our custom 404 page not found error. So let's move on to our Visual Studio Code. So here we are already come to our Visual Studio Code. So let's start creating our custom 404 page found. In order to create custom 404 page not found, you have to create a page under app folder. We are just creating a new file with the name. We will select app folder over here and we can create a new file with the page. Name it as not-found.tsx. Please take care of the naming convention because it is mandatory to keep if you want your page to be treated as not found. So not-found.tsx will be used by you. Otherwise, your page will not treat as 404 at your end. So after this, as you can see that we have created our not found page over here. Now let's create our function inside it. So let's create a function. We will type as export default function and we will name it as not found. A simple function. It will return. We can insert this. We can type as div element and we can take one element of x2. Inside that we can write it as page not found. And after that we can also have one another element which is a paragraph tag in which we type as could not find requested resources. So as you can see, we have also created our new file not found.tsx and also the text which we want to display when the person type any URL which and this matches or this type will be seen on the front end. Let's move on to browser and see whether it is working or not. So as you can see that it is default exported. We can reload that over here without any issue. So here you can see that once before this when we are not creating it is coming here on 404, which is a predefined 404 page presented by Next.js. But now we are creating our own custom 404 page in which we have typed this page not found and could not find requested source. So here when anyone type the URL which is not treated in the router path in Next.js application, or we don't have any route registered with that, so it will redirect to our custom 404 page not found. So here is the message which you typed. Here if you can see that you have right page not found and could not find requested resources. So here already this type of text will already shown here. So this is how that your 404 page is handling where custom page, and in this you can also style as per your requirement in the application. So here you can see that we have already built our custom 404 not found error page. Okay. Now if we want to define this particular not found page for a specific section, suppose we have a product here and we have a product ID and inside that we have reviews and we have a condition that we want to show our custom 404 page not found when the review ID is greater than 1000. So what we have to do and how we can implement our custom 404 page in that thing. Let try to build that. So here you can see that we can see the review page over here, and inside that we have the page.tsx. So here you can come over here review for that, and inside that review we can import not found. We can import not found component from next navigation not found. From we will select over here with it's for the review ID. It is not for the review ID. It is for the review and review page.txt for the review ID. Okay. It is for the review ID. Okay. And we want that if review ID is greater than 1000, then we want to show our custom 404 page not found error. Okay. So here what we have to do. So here we can pass a condition inside that after await param. So we type a condition that if we give a condition that if path int, we want to convert it into an integer type of params of review ID. We pass a review ID greater than 1000, then what it should have to return? It should return the not found function. We should have written not found function. And how, and this not found function will trigger the our custom 404 which we build in this current directory. Here you can see in the review, it is currently we have page.tsx. So let's build our custom 404 page for in that. So for that we have to, so we can create a new page inside that and give a name with the not found dash.tsx, and we can copy the same content which we have built just now. So we can go to here and we can copy whole the thing and copy inside that particular thing. And after that we can give them our custom message which we don't have the reviews not found. We can type here reviews. We can write reviews not found, and we can remove this particular paragraph from here. So here now you can see that we have the chapter 404 custom page for our review ID. So when this 404 will be triggered, it will be triggered when your review ID is greater than 1000. Okay, and it will call the not found function, and in response to that particular not found.tsx will be loaded. Let's move on to the browser. Let's test it. So here you can see that let's remove all of this thing. Now localhost 3000 already working on our application. So now we type it as product. We product/1/reviews, and we type here only one. Okay, what we have to see? We see the review page for the review one for product one. Okay, and we have given the condition that if review is greater than 1000, then the page then 404 page not found which we build inside the review ID directory will be called. We type it as 1001. It is greater than 1000. So let's press enter and see what it provide on the what the page, which page will be loaded. So here you can see that review do not found page is loaded, which we created for our page inside the review. Here you can see that not found page inside the review directory, inside the review ID folder, which is handling the dynamic review ID. So this particular page is loaded when that particular condition uncertified, because we have passed the condition that if review ID greater than 1000, then no review not found function will be called, and in response to that the not dash found.tsx page will be activated. So this is how that you can trigger your custom 404 page in your a specific section in your application. So one question arises over here that how we can show different messages related to the based on the router. So here you can see that we can type, we have the review, and for the local 3000 flight dashboard we have some other routing. So we want to show the message depend upon the routing which we are calling in the browser. So what we have to do? So let's move on to Visual. So here you can see one most important thing I just want to tell you that inside not found function you don't have permission to pass a parameter. So not found page does not depend on the parameter. So in order to use in order to display the message on the basis of the router, we need to provide a hook to we need to use the hook which we called as use path name. Okay, so let's try to use that. So we can create a constant path names, and with the help of path name we can easily access the routing parameter and display on that particular node on custom 404 page. Okay, so here we can use the use path name. We can use the use path name and click on save. Okay, but let's check on the browser. So here you can see that easily that you are getting an error when you are able to use that particular use path name. So why it is? So let's debug this. What is the issue in this? So here they are, the Next.js is giving you an error that you are importing a component that need use path name. This React hook only works in the client component. To fix, mark the file or it parent with the use client directory. Okay, so you have to use the use client directory to use a path name, to use a hook, because it is a React hook which will be work on the client chat, and in the all the pages on the Next.js are the server component. So in order to use the hook on your side, you have to declare your component as a client component. So in order to declare your component as a client component, you have to include the use client on the home page. You have to use the use client on the top of your page. Okay, then only you are able to easily access that particular hook. So with the when you type the use client on the page, so now your page, now your, so this particular component of not found which you have built for the dynamic review ID will be turned into a client component. Now if you move on to the browser, here you can see that your error has gone because your component from the server component is changing into the client component as we are using the use client template over here. So now let's move on to forward. Now for this we can create a constant product ID and we can access that path name which we provide the current routing parameter from the browser. So it will split that on the basis of the index on the basis. Here we can type here 2. The product ID we get here 2, and after that we also need a review ID for it. So we can type at review ID and path name on dot path name dot split. You also need to split that on the basis of the plus, and the index would be 4. So here now your product ID review ID will be get in that. Now let's change our message in order to on the basis of the router. So what we have to type here, so we can change it to review and we can pass a review ID over here. Review ID not found for product and product ID, which we are fetching from the path name with the help of the use path name hook in Next.js application. Okay, now let's move on to and see whether it is, well, let's see what if it will show on the browser. So here you can see that we have already passed the condition that if the review ID greater than 1000, then 404 page will be activated. So here you can see that review 101 not found for product 1 will be displayed. So here you can easily access the routing parameter and display it in your 404 page. So this is how you can handle you can access that particular the routing parameter and display the custom message in your 404 page, depend upon the route parameter which the person has able to access in the particular Next.js application. So I hope you can easily understand that how you can able to write your own custom 404 page not found text depend upon the different router in the application. And that's it for today video. We have covered how to create and customize a not found page in Next.js. Okay, and making and that's it for today video. We have covered how to create and customize a not found page in Next.js, making it both functional and user friendly. Remember, a great 404 page doesn't just handle error; it keep your user engaged and guide them back to your content. If you find this helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more web development tips. And don't forget to share your thought on your custom 404 page in the comment. I will love to check them out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Happy coding and take care. Thank you.